Bonjour, everyone, and welcome into the ClayShare studio. I just flew in from Paris, and boy, my arms are tired. Never gets old, does it? All right, we have a special surprise tonight. We have Annie Kreisberg joining us, and she's going to give us a little sneak peek of her upcoming workshop with us on her squirrel watering cans and planters. Now, this workshop starts tomorrow, and it's a virtual workshop from 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern Time. So during that time, it's live, it's happening. You can be part of the discussion, you can be watching, you can be interacting. But after the workshop ends, it's recorded, so you can watch the replay. And that's part 1. And then next week, the 25th of October, we have part 2 from 1 to 3 again. So it's a 4-hour workshop. You get both parts in this workshop, and yes, you get replays forever and ever and ever. So if you can't make the workshop because of other commitments, we understand. Maybe you are going to be in Paris and can't make it. Believe me, I understand about that. You can watch the replay later and catch up on all the things you missed. Plus, you can always go back and relearn because first time you watch something, you don't get all of the details. You need to go back and watch it a few times to get it. Plus, it's always nice to hang out with Annie any chance you get. So if you're a premium member of ClayShare, you guys get a discount. You know about that. Check that out. But we're going to go visit Annie this afternoon for those of you who are new to ClayShare or new to Annie and don't know about her work. And she's going to tell you all what you're going to learn in this workshop, especially if you've been on the fence and not sure if you want to take it or not. This is going to tip you right into the yes, please sign me up land. So let's head on out west. It's a little early for Annie. Not too early, but a bit earlier than here. And we're going to see how she's doing and see what she's going to share with us tomorrow in the workshop. Hey, Annie, how are you?
Hi, Jessica. That was the squirrel talking.
I love the squirrel. He's so cute.
Welcome home.
Thank you. I know it's a nothing like jumping right back into the not frying pan, right in the fire, I guess.
Right into the frolicking with squirrels.
Right, exactly. Oh, I love that. I'll always frolic with squirrels. When I was in Paris, we went to an embroidery shop called Annie Boutique, and she didn't know what chipmunks were. They knew squirrels, but they don't have chipmunks in France.
Poor
she didn't know what. I know. I feel so bad for them. So I mean,
they're so cute.
I know, but squirrels, so even in France, they could make a squirrel watering can or planter.
Absolutely.
So yes,
all inclusive.
Yes, doesn't matter where you are or what language you speak.
Right. We can have a good time with these little guys.
I don't know the French word for frolic, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah, we need that. Okay, so this summer I decided to revisit something that I hadn't made for maybe between 10 or 15 years. When I moved back to Texas from Colorado in 2010, there were lots of squirrels. And I saw them outside of my studio. We would sit on the back porch and watch them run across the fence. And we would play a drinking game. Whenever a squirrel runs across the fence, you drink. So the first iteration of the squirrel was a decanter, and I called them whiskey squirrels. And I made pine cone shot glasses. And this is actually a shot glass from 15 years ago that I have in my liquor cabinet.
I love it.
Isn't it cute? So, but I don't drink much anymore. So I also like to make simple ewers like this to use as watering cans. Plus, they look cute sitting in my plants. And so I made a little bitty planter to go with the project as well. So whether you want to make a whiskey squirrel or a watering can and planter, it's for everybody. And then, of course, Maria did that fantastic tree stump workshop with you guys. And so inspired by that, I thought that I would like to make a little tree stump for my squirrel to sit on, but it's different than Maria's. This is more like a cake stand, just a little thing with rings. So, and I don't have a glazed one because someone just bought the one I had last week. So I whipped up another one really quickly, and these are super easy, but it makes a cute little thing, whether you're going to make it with shot glasses or whether you're going to make it with planters, or honestly both, because I guess you can go back and forth between whiskey and water and one squirrel. I don't think that'll be a problem. All right. So anyway, and then I taught this summer in my own online school. And then the great thing happened. Whenever we revisit projects, we like to take them another step further. And this little guy came. So we're going to learn how to make this variation too, and it is much easier than it looks. So you can see that I did the texture with this variation. So we are going to also learn how to do this the easy way and the hard way. So I did this one without texture and then scraped the text, like the hair on there. And then this is my, super meticulous thing. I just didn't want people to get discouraged, right? So you can make them either way. You can make them by cutting out precise angles, or you can make them by using the pony roller and rolling the edges and then overlapping things, rolling it all together, and then texturing it after. Or you could leave it smooth and do some of your fabulous transfers with it. And then it'll look like it's wearing pajamas. So, So templates are going to be provided. I also have cookie cutters for those of you. One of my students said that she has a hard time holding the knife because she has arthritis. So I went ahead and had my templates made into cookie cutters. And I did this for this one with the tail with the cutout. So there's a limited number of the this tail, and then it's going to switch over to the full tail because you can make the full tail and then do the cutout. So there's a limited number of these, but I'm not going to have these ones printed again. And you can see in my online shop, if you want to buy the cookie cutters, you don't have to because templates are going to be provided and explained. But if you want cookie cutters, they are available now. And there's a limited run. Well, you'll get both tails. There's a limited run of 2 tail sets.
And cutters are a great shortcut. Like if you want to make multiples, they save so much time. And also, you talked about how it can be difficult for some folks to use knives and cutting. Yeah. So it's, just a really nice way to make it easier for everyone out there who wants to keep working in pottery when things might be difficult.
Right. So that's why I made those available. I didn't realize that some people had an issue until I was talking to one of my students, and she said, I really wish you would make your templates into cutters because I can't hold the knife. So anyway, we've got that for everybody because this is an all-inclusive squirrel frolicking situation.
It's the perfect season for squirrel frolicking. Are you having a good autumn? Like lots of fall stuff happening out there for you?
Yes. The trees are beautiful. Both my dog and I love the cooler weather. I do a 3-mile hike with him almost every day. We did it this morning. He's so happy he gets on the river. He gets on the river even in the middle of winter. He is just a winter boy. So, and he got to be an 85-pound, very long-legged dog.
Remind us unexpected. So that happens, when you get the little one. Sometimes when they're little, you don't know quite how big they're going to end up.
Right. Well, I adopted a shepherd mix, but he has mastiff in him.
Oh,
yes,
giant.
Surprise.
So a couple of questions. Where can folks get the cutters that are new that might not know where you sell them?
So you can go to my website. It's Earth to Annie, and there's a link. It says Squirrel Supplies. It'll take you right there. There's also a link at the top that just takes you to my general online shop. But yeah, Earth to Annie is where you'll find me on Instagram, on Facebook. I have an Earth to Annie page. What else? What other socials are we doing these days? Blue Sky, although I don't post there much.
I can't do them all. I think there's too many.
There's so many.
I've cut back to, we have our own on ClayShare, Facebook and Instagram. That's it. That's all I am. I can't do everything.
Me neither.
I had to make a choice.
Yep.
But they can all, right. And if somebody's watching this later and they have more questions, of course they can reach out to you or to me.
Yes, of course. Yeah. Yeah. We're always available for questions.
Absolutely.
And there are no bad questions. And sometimes you have to ask the question and have it explained to you in a slightly different way for it to make sense. So I get that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only bad question is the one you don't ask.
Yes.
You should always, if you even have a tiny niggling of one, you should ask the question.
Yes, you should. Yes, because we can answer. And I know that during the workshop, if you know the answer, you go back and type it in. And then if it doesn't get answered, you just, ask it again and it'll get answered. Always gets answered.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what else? What else, Jess?
Why don't you show folks some things you've done? I might be familiar. This is your 3rd workshop with us, correct?
Yes.
So you've done all hand building.
Yes, I'm a hand builder. Um, yeah, but I
And I
mean, I
didn't know
can.
if you wanted, yeah, you want to share some of your, do you have some pieces you want to share to show folks what you got? I know you're probably like many
Well, we can
folks.
just go into the other room.
I mean, we can.
We
I
can
don't
just go
mind.
watch this. Here we go. Here we go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I love a studio tour,
I
impromptu
got
even.
a cat, a space cat.
Very
This is
nice.
my spooky fairy tale bathroom.
Very, very nice.
Here's my new wooden ceiling. Can you see it?
I love the wooden ceiling.
Yeah. And here's my inventory. I did not clear off my table. My table is full of stuff, but we won't look at the table. We'll just go here. So
We love
another
stuff.
workshop. The first workshop that I did was it called Form to Function,
I
where I
believe it
taught
was.
people how to make. We took it like it from a vase to a pitcher of hand building. And when
Yes.
I hand build, I never put a form on the inside of things. So if you take this class, you'll learn how I make these really big pots by just standing the clay up on its edge, which is something I'm going to be doing. I got invited to do a pre-Insika workshop with the Village Potters Guild in Plymouth, which is like 30 minutes outside of Detroit. And we're going to be doing something similar to that in that workshop. So in the workshop I did with you, we started with a vase, and then I showed everyone how to take it from a vase to a pitcher, and including these compound slabs.
And
That
that's the from form to function. So if you're watching this and you're like, well, I don't know if I want to make a squirrel piece, but I really like Annie's textures and I like the way she
right.
makes,
You
you
want to
can
make a
take
pitcher.
that, yes, do
Yeah.
that workshop and learn how to make those with Annie.
Yeah. I can't remember what the other workshop I did with you is offhand. What else did we do?
Well, do you know the great thing about ClayShare is if you go to clayshare.com
What did we do?
and you search your name, I can find it, the exact name of it.
Well, and I know that for ClayShare
Creative
Con, I
covered
did tall
dishes,
bowls.
right? You did, oh, so you've done 4 things with us. Oh no,
Well, no, I
we
did
did
ClayShare
ClayShare
Con
Con
before.
twice.
Yeah. The
So
first time
that'll
I
be
did
your
one of
5th?
these. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So okay, I got them all. The first one you did was from form to function, and then
Yes.
you did creative covered dishes, which was
Oh,
3
yeah.
parts. That was a huge
Yes.
workshop.
Yes.
That's a
I
big
don't
one.
have any of those. Oh, I have a butter dish.
We
I
have a
think
bunch
we
of
did
gorgeous
this.
photos.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Butter dishes. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a big workshop. That was 6 hours. That's a
Yeah.
lot. Broken
Well,
up into 3
so
sessions.
was this one. This one was also 3 sessions.
Oh, yes, it is. I see
Yeah.
it's how it's
Yeah.
organized.
Yep. What else
It's
did we do? And then I've done ClayShare Con a few times, 2
Yes,
times.
you've done
Yeah.
2 ClayShare cons.
Yes. And I have
We
an
talked
idea
about
for this one
Pookies.
too.
Your
Yeah.
we did that.
Yep. Yep. Foot ring cookies. Yeah. We did a lot, Jess.
I know,
We
gosh,
really did it for a long time.
too bad we aren't just, sitting around doing nothing, huh?
We're not sitting around doing nothing. Nope.
Busy artists here.
Yep. Busy artists and busy teachers.
Tall bowls. We did bowls.
We did
Yes.
tall bowls I did that for ClayShare Con
This last time.
Yeah.
It was tall bowls.
Yeah.
Right. So tall bowls, the
Yeah.
Pookies,
Yeah.
the from form to functions, and the covered dishes, and now the
this is a really
pouring
big one.
sculptures. And oh my gosh, I love that. I am in love with that. When you sent the photo of that, I was like, oh my goodness gracious.
So I made this as a yarn thing for Insarsha.
Yeah.
Insarsha, rather. So like I put 3 holes there for the 3 balls of yarn, and then I put holes in the tail to put needles in.
Oh yes.
And then I split the tail at the top because you know how you have little stitch markers?
Mm-hmm.
But you can put little stitch markers in there. Anyway, I haven't tried it out yet. I need to try it out because I might have to make some modifications, but I really like this new form.
I love that shape.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's fun.
Yeah, there's something about it. The puffiness is very, I love it.
Yeah, puffiness is nice, isn't it? Puffiness and fuzziness.
Puffy and fuzzy, we can get both in one. Puffy and fuzzy. All right. If anybody has any questions, a lot of folks on here have already taken your workshops, already signed up. I want to remind you, if you're a premium member of ClayShare, you get a discount. We cannot post the code here because this is open to the public. And if I post the code here, everybody sees the discount, and it's only for premium members. So it's on clayshare.com. If you go to the community, you will see it posted to the very top of the community, or you can go to the section of the community on discount codes and you'll see it. So,
Oh, yes. And I have my website set with free shipping right now for everybody. So just choose that.
bonus.
But unfortunately, I can't free ship to people if you're outside of the United States. I'm so sorry. But if you're in the US, you can choose free shipping if you're getting some squirrel supplies.
The squirrel supplies. I love
Squirrel
it.
supplies.
You know,
Yeah.
someone's going to come on there and try to buy like squirrel food or something. They're not going to know. Looking like search on Google squirrel supplies, and your website comes up as a possibility.
Oh, now I need to make acorns for my squirrels so they don't get hungry.
You will have to make them food and nests
Wait,
and all kinds.
didn't I see that you have an acorn plate?
I do have an acorn plate. Yeah.
Oh,
So
will
you
the
need
squirrels
some.
fit on the acorn plate?
Yeah, you can make it big enough. We could totally put some squirrels on an acorn plate.
We got to do it.
We'll do it. It'll be a collab.
Yes. We can make the squirrels and put the acorn plates in the squirrel.
And they could stack inside them.
Yes.
So that it could have like tapas or something with it. And that would be the server.
Squirrel.
Tapas squirrel.
Okay, I'm going to send you a squirrel. So we're going to collaborate. We're going to have
I have to send you some plates.
Yeah.
I can hook you up.
Yeah, squirrels are good. Like this will be so cute on your Thanksgiving table, right? And the size we're going to make is this, but it's very easy to scale the things up, right? But you can use this as a nut bowl. This is one that
you could keep.
I need to reglaze it. Yeah,
I think that would be great for storing. You could put your pens or art supplies in there, or brushes, or things to quickly grab. Crackers could fit in there nicely.
It would make a cute cracker squirrel for your Thanksgiving.
Cracker squirrel tray.
Or nuts. You could put nuts in there.
I mean, the holiday fall is here and Thanksgiving is coming. And how nice would that be? You could have that. You could even put votive candles in it if you wanted to use it as a centerpiece, or potpourri. Put some pine cones in there and stuff.
Oh yeah, cinnamon pine cones for sure.
That'd be really
I can send a free pine cone with every order of tools.
From your yard, you're gonna go clean your yard and send everybody out there with a bag of pine cones and be like, "Yep, I'm getting rid of these."
Yeah,
enjoy.
I've got to burn. I got to do a pine cone burn. Oh, there's so much to do.
Always so much to do.
Yeah.
Sushi roll plate. Yeah. You could put some sushi in your
squirrel.
Sushi squirrel.
How come every word that's followed by squirrel just sounds cute and fun?
I don't know. Squirrel's a great word. I do love squirrels.
It is. Yeah, they're fun little things.
I love to watch them.
Growing up in Texas, like I said, we had a lot of squirrels there, and we had fruit trees, and it was like a war to keep the squirrels from eating the peaches.
Yeah.
You know, it was always like, get out of here, you squirrel. But I live in Oregon now, and the squirrels here are gray with white bellies, and they're not overrunning the place. Like they're perfect amount of squirrels, and they come down and they run around with my chickens.
They like your chickens.
They do. It's cute.
It's really cute. I think the squirrels steal a little bit of their food when they can. They might. We have a fair number of squirrels too, but we also have a fair number of predators, sadly. So it keeps the squirrels in check. But yeah. Any other? Let's see. So we're going to do this short and sweet. I'm checking.
Okay.
We're keeping it short and sweet because to me, is 11:19 at night. So it's almost midnight.
It's time for you to wind down and take a nap.
I'm really having some hard. Well, we just got back, so I am, and I didn't want to wait on this. I was like, well, I could spend the day on the sofa doing nothing, or we could do this, and I would much rather do this with you because.
Well, it's always fun to chat with you.
No, and this is the only time we hang out. Honestly, we
got to make more time at Insika this year because I only saw you for a second.
And I have got a plan for this Insika. I'm going to definitely. Make more time. So we'll have some time.
All right,
folks, any other questions about the workshop coming up? This is tomorrow, Saturday. October 18th. If you don't have any plans, or even if you do, sign up now just so you don't forget, and come hang out with me and Annie, mostly Annie. I'm going to just be moderating, but you're going to do it. You're going to do it all, Annie. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I got you. I got
she's,
you.
and so we're going to do the hand building the
Yes.
squirrel watering can. You got two versions of squirrels that we're going to be making.
Yep.
We're going to talk about texture.
Yep.
We're
And we're
going to
going
talk
to do
about
it the easy way and the meticulous way. We're going to do it both ways.
two ways with
Yep.
texture. Now, we're not going to glaze in this, but you're going to talk about glazing quickly.
I can always, yeah. I
Everybody
make my
wants
own
to.
glazes, so
Yes.
it's just, you know, a dip in a. But I can, yes, I can have some ready to glaze if we have time. I have a
I
feeling
don't
we're
think
going to
we'll
go
have
longer than
time.
2 hours on
I
this
don't.
set.
For 2 hours to get everything in each day is it's going to be a lot of information to share. But I think talking about glazing is good. Just
Yeah.
like a 15-minute discuss what glazes you would like to use on the texture and work best, and
Yep.
things. So there'll be a discussion about that. And those of you who want to know where you can get the templates beforehand for the workshop, they will be on the page for the workshop.
Right,
So
they're
you
for the
go
workshop.
to
Yeah.
the workshop where the image is of the workshop, and you can also get them from the session video for that workshop, but they'll be there. So just like regular downloadables on our classes for someone who is new. Let's see. So again, get your cutters from earthtoannie.com, although there will be templates.
Yes.
And Lindy
And I
says
put
she
some
loves.
other things there that are useful. Like if you don't have small bats, I have some small bats for sale that will come in really handy.
And do you have your
For
textures too?
yes,
And some
I have
textures.
texture mats. I have some texture
Okay.
rollers
Annie
and
has
things like that.
great textures. So you can get some
Okay.
textures. And
you.
Lenise says she loves listening and following you. And you're a great instructor and potter.
Oh,
So
thank
yay.
you.
Thanks,
Thank you. Thank
Lenise.
you.
She is. Annie's fabulous. We can't even tell people how long we've been friends anymore. We're just not allowed to. We've reached that point.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah.
A
The
minute or
first time
two
we
now.
saw each other in person was Portland and Sika, but
I
we were
know.
online friends before that.
For a long time before that. But
Yeah.
that's how fabulous the clay community is, though.
Yes.
I mean, you meet people, you follow other artists, and the thing is with clay people is you can see their work and you can just be like, hey, I love that. And then they say, thanks. And then you say, I also like to use a lot of texture. And then you start talking about your textures, and then you start
Yep.
talking about your techniques. And then
Yep.
they'll know an artist that you know an artist, or they went to a school where you went to school or did a residency. And
Yep.
the next thing you know, you're friends. And it's just a great community. Everybody is really supportive and encouraging. It's
Yep.
a good place. Clay people are the best people, I like to say.
Absolutely. And Sika is just hug after hug after hug.
Oh my gosh, I know. It sure is. So there was a request if you could
Yeah.
put the measurements not only in US, but in metric for folks outside of the US.
For what?
For measurements for the templates.
Well, the templates are going to be printable.
So you print them.
And it doesn't matter if they're slightly bigger or slightly smaller. If you print them up, they will all work together.
Okay. So the scale is relevant to your own, what
to
you're
your
doing.
squirrel you're working on. Yeah.
Right.
And
So
you can enlarge them or shrimp them down to make the squirrels
exactly. They don't,
different
it's not like they have to
Right.
be the exact same. No two squirrels need to be the same size.
Right. But the
Okay.
templates are all relative to each other. So,
okay.
yeah.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
So actually the measurements don't matter.
Right. The measurements don't matter. And of course, I'm going to be using the standard 1/4 inch slab. And I don't know what that is in millimeters, but we can probably convert.
We can get a
tomorrow.
conversion. We can get a conversion for a 1/4 inch. So just a reminder to folks that if you can't make it at the time of the class, you will have access to it afterwards. It will be recorded, and the replays are forever. So you can. I love anything that lasts forever. Because what does, honestly?
Pottery, as long as it doesn't get broken.
Chair. That's right.
Yeah.
All right. So we are going to wrap it up and let Annie go. Also, me, so I can get my beauty sleep so I can be ready. I know. Though I can't go to bed too early, or tomorrow I'll wake up at 3 a.m. like I did today. And it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
3 in the morning, and I'm like, let's go, let's go. And then I'm like, oh, this is not working.
Yeah.
So, folks, any last questions? If not, we're going to see you tomorrow
If
for
you
a
have any questions
fun
that
hand
occur to
building
you,
class.
you can just like reach out to me on Earth to Annie on Instagram because I'll be awake a few hours longer than just today.
That's true. You
Because I'm on the
will.
West Coast.
Because you're 3 hours later than you're living. You're living the 3 hours I don't have.
Yeah.
So
I got the 3 hours plus I haven't been traveling, so I'll be awake. So if you have any like last minute questions, just reach out to me on my Instagram page or my
awesome.
Facebook Earth to Annie page.
Well, I just want to tell everybody, if they're not following you yet on Instagram, they should. It's Earth to Annie on
Yeah,
Instagram. It's pretty
that's right.
easy. Same as her website. So go
Yep.
follow her, and you can check out her website and then come back and join us tomorrow. All right. I think we're going to wrap it up. Annie, thank you so much. Oh, we got an answer though. 1/4 inch equals 6.35 millimeters.
Thank you. I
So
will
we
not
have
remember
that
that.
now. I
Okay.
won't either. But thank
Okay.
you. I know I'm writing it in my book right now for
Right.
tomorrow. 6.35 millimeters equals 1/4 inch. It's really, yeah. I
That's
wish I
just
knew
a guide
metric.
to get started for a slab. Because if your slab is
Exactly.
slightly thicker, if you're new, you want to do a slightly thicker slab because the clay is a little bit more supportive. Or if you want a lighter squirrel, you can make it smaller. The templates will work with, a range of thicknesses of slabs.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you, Annie, so much for doing this little preview with us. Always a
Thank you.
pleasure to see you.
It's always
And
good to see you too.
I'll see you tomorrow, and I will be a little more bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, just like your squirrels.
Awesome.
All right, hon. Thanks for being here tonight. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. Bye,
All
Jess.
right.
Sweet
Bye.
dreams.
Thank you. Bye. All right, everybody. There's
Fun.
fun preview with Annie. Come join our workshop with Annie tomorrow. You got nothing to lose and 4 hours of fun ahead of you. And if you need a little more preview than just this, and you're not a ClayShare member yet, guess what? You can go to ClayShareCon from the last 2 years, and you can watch Annie's segments for free. So you don't have to pay for any of ClayShareCon. So you can get a little taste of what's in store for you. In fact, you can get a little taste of all of ClayShare there, because this is going to be our 7th year doing ClayShareCon coming up next February, and every year it gets bigger and better, and all of that is always available for everyone for free. And if you like that and you want more, go to clayshare.com, sign up to become a premium member. We have thousands of more videos on everything pottery. We also have dozens more workshops from many artists like Annie in all different areas of pottery. So whatever you want to learn, we've got it. And if we don't have it yet, just let me know and I'll find somebody, or I'll do it and teach you how. So tomorrow, sign up for the workshop. You do that now. If you're a premium member, you get a discount, so make sure you use your discount. Another reason to join is because you get discounts on the workshops, along with discounts on some other products and great sponsor offers. So thank you, everybody, for joining me. Yes, I'm very jet lagged. I am going to go get some rest, and I will be back tomorrow. Remember, that's 1 p.m. Eastern, which makes that, do our math, 10 a.m. Pacific. Yeah, I can still do the math. I will see you all then. Thank you for being here, and au revoir, everyone.